Okay, so here we go. We're getting close to Christmas, and that means it's time for Santa Claus and the Santa Claus Parade. So today, everything you need to know about the 45th Kinsman Peterborough Santa Claus Parade. It's coming up next. Hello and welcome to my show. I'm Geoff White, Realtor with RE/MAX Eastern here in Picture Perfect Peterborough and the Kawarthas. As I mentioned off the top, today taking a look at the 45th annual Kinsman Peterborough Santa Claus Parade and all those things that you should think about, consider, need to know as you get ready to bring you and your loved ones downtown for the big event. So let's take a look. First, it is Saturday, December 1st, and it starts at 4:45 in the afternoon. I know, late in the day, right? That's the neat thing about our parade, which means the floats are loaded with lights. It is a truly magical parade here in downtown Peterborough. Oh, and the theme this year, superheroes. Ta-da! Anyways, have some fun with it, kids. It's going to be a great time. Now, second thing, keep this in mind. Last year, they say about 10,000 people came downtown for the parade to watch the floats, the marching bands, the dancing groups, all the different things. There were about 80 entries in the parade, so a little planning is required before you head downtown. So let's start by taking a look at the parade route. Okay, here's a map of downtown Peterborough, and you can see along here, here's City Hall. This is where the parade is going to start. The parade heads southish, south along George towards Lansdowne and wraps up just before Lansdowne at Prince Street. So the parade is always on George Street, so that's good news. So pick out your place where you think it would be the best spot for you and the family to watch the parade. Okay, you've picked out that magical spot to watch the parade. Now, where are you gonna park? You gotta keep this in mind. Take a look at the map here. Here's the parade route, and here's Aylmer Street. Most years between, down this path that you're seeing here, between Aylmer and George, there will be no parking on the side streets. Those streets will be closed off except to the local residents, the people who live there. So there won't be any parking there. So you want to keep that in mind. Now you will be able to park, of course, at the Simcoe Parkade on Simcoe Street, the King Street Parkade. You might be able, if you get there early enough, you might be able to squeeze into some of the parking at Del Prairie Park, although afterwards it may be tough to get yourself out. If you're down at the Lansdowne end, you may be able to park down there by the Memorial Center, but check the Pete's schedule to make sure that they're not playing that thing. All right, otherwise, you're on your own to try and figure out the parking on the streets that are west of Aylmer, okay? So keep that in mind. Next, as we get ready for the Santa Claus Parade, what do you bring with you? Well, some of that changes depending on the weather, of course. So obviously, dress for the conditions, both you and the kids. Oh, the kids. My guys are big and out of the house now, but I think back to those days of kids going to parades and, well, I just kind of chuckle. Of course, you're going to want to consider what you need for the kids. Some folks bring lawn chairs for themselves and the little ones. Some like to travel light. That's up to you, of course. Do you pack a blanket? Maybe something to sit on for the kids. I've seen that lots, right? Where they put the blanket down on the curb and the kids can sit there. It's a great spot. How about a thermos or two with some warm drinks or snacks? Do you need the stroller? Do you bring the wagon to carry the kids and the stuff? Do you hire a Sherpa? I'm just kidding. Maybe you do need, maybe you get a teenager who helps carry all the stuff down there. Anyways, these are fun days, and but planning ahead is the way to go. Also, what about cameras? Now, I know most of us carry our phones, and those tend to be our primary cameras for pictures and videos, but maybe you're a serious photographer, so don't forget, bring your extra batteries, all those things if you're bringing your camera or your camcorder. Now, second to last here, make sure you have a little chat with the kids about safety along the parade route. The last thing we want is a little one running out in front of a float or something like that, getting knocked over and getting hurt. That would just wreck the day for everybody. But most of all, sit back and enjoy the parade. It is a magical time in downtown Peterborough. So to you and your family, from my family, Merry Christmas. Hey, did you know that if you click like, it tells Google and YouTube that this is content that people enjoyed watching and it should be shared with others. So do me a favor, make sure others see this content. Click like, help spread the word. Hey, and remember, I post new videos every Sunday, so click subscribe and that way you'll always be reminded when my new videos come out. Hey, thanks for watching Peterborough's Santa Claus Parade. I'm Geoff White. Till next time, remember, life is good and getting better.